End of summer and full spring vlogs have become a tradition on this channel. Last year's full spring, we went to Lake Geneva. This year is no exception. It is mid-March, and even though we have not reached it yet, we will be celebrating our first 60-degree day of 2022. Did a little Googling last night, and TripAdvisor brought me to this place. The Walworth County Natureland Park. Pretty much in the middle of nowhere, just northwest of Elkhorn, just south of Whitewater. I have never been to this park before. Heck, I haven't even really been to this area before. Here's the address if you want to look it up. But how could I resist a place named Natureland Park? And I haven't even left the parking lot yet, and I feel like I've struck gold. A very Wisconsin woods feel and smell. And we have a waterfall right at the entrance. A good start. Just this little running creek. It heads over to this waterfall. And this little pond up here. There are many trails here. We are going to try to hit as many as we can. This is the southern end of Whitewater Lake. None of these trails seem extensively long, so we should be able to cover pretty good ground today. This is the trail of many terrains. Sounds cool anyway. Looks like we're going to be dealing with some mud today, but it comes with the territory when you're walking this time of year. I'm used to it. I have a copy downloaded on my phone, but it looks like we also have some maps throughout the trails as well. We are currently here and going on this white trail. It's also the blue trail, the yellow trail, and this red trail across the street. And again, none of them seem extensive in length. Get these little mile markers along the way. Right now it's just a sort of muddy, kind of gravelly trail. Detoured from the main trail a bit and got a pretty decent look at the lake. Very quiet out here, as can be expected. There is not much out here. And as far as I can tell, I'm the only one on the property at the moment. Now this little detour provides even easier access to the lake, including a picnic table. Very nice. Looks like there's a little island out there. I was hoping we'd have a boardwalk, and indeed we do. Very rustic look to this too. Pretty neat. Love the tall pine trees. Very Wisconsin feel. It looks like we have some choices to be made. Okay, I'm really digging this. Walking under these trees. Definitely getting like a Wisconsin Ducks vibe here. The lake is still right over there. And even as remote as this place seems, it still was only 45 minutes from McHenry. I always seem to run across these little hut things when I'm exploring trails. I'm not gonna try and crawl through there. Looks like we reached the end of the line. Actually was a deer up that way a bit, ran off. And then there's this whole thing here. I mean, this has to take a lot of effort to put together. Who does this? I mean, yeah, I would love to hang out here. You got a good view of the lake. Ah. This is different. I think I see a map up there, so we're gonna head on up this way. Alright, we are here. Let's head left. I want to make sure I have time to do some of the other trails as well. Okay, we got a little hill here. definitely not flat terrain around here. Look how high that goes up there. Another boardwalk. Very nice. This one feels a little bit more modern. Alright, it's time for the prairie trails. Looks like the mile markers are color coded. Alright, let's continue on. Follow the arrows. This is more of a wood chip trail, so hopefully it's a little less money. Still gonna give us some hills to climb here though. Very nice picnic area here. You have a couple picnic benches right next to this little creek or lake right here. Eat your lunch, have some room for the kids to run around. Pretty neat. This trail is a little bit wider, at least in this part. Pretty flat as well, and not too muddy. Well, that just opened up a bit. I wasn't expecting that. The arrow's pointing to where we came from, so I guess we're just gonna continue on this way. Just did a big circle around this field here. Continuing on this way. Alright, I see the parking lot. Looks like we made it. Alright, it's blue trail time. You can see we're back at the lake where we started. The Vista Trail. Apparently a fairly short trail. We have blue mile markers. This one may be a little muddy. Back to the tall pine trees. We are on the opposite end of the lake now. The first trail we went on would be right across there. Another little setup here. I don't know why, but I find these fascinating. Kind of a dock here, but we're a little closer to the lake now. And so yeah, the trail that we walked earlier would have been right across the lake here. There's that island again off in the distance. Missing a few pieces, but surprisingly pretty secure. Alright, I guess we're climbing up a hill. Guess it's worth it. We kind of get a look out here. Probably our last view of the lake for today. Oh wow. Now this is some mud. I am going to try and avoid that for sure. Still on the trail. Wow, that's cool. An actual hoof. The little fur on it. I don't know what animal this came from, but he's definitely missing a leg. We're following the main road that we came in on. Territory Road. Coming in, I thought I was supposed to turn in here, and it's blocked off, so I thought, uh-oh, is the park closed or something? And it's just this building that's currently closed. Follow the blue arrow. Alright, we made it back to the parking lot. I guess let's try to find this one that's across the street. The High Wilderness Trail. Hopefully we're not in for any big hills. This looks to be one of the longest trails here. Red mile markers, red arrows. Let's do this. Pretty standard so far with the tall pine trees. And we're back to the other side of the main road. There's those barricades over there. And the trail that we were just on would be right over there. As you can tell, it's not a very busy road. And that's Walworth County Natureland Park. A great way to celebrate full spring, early spring, whatever you want to call it. And we do have some cooler weather coming early as tomorrow. But it feels great to be able to hit the trails again. Very nice park and trails out here. I really like the trees, the general terrain, and the peace and quiet. I'm glad I made the trip out here, even though the trip really wasn't that far. Well, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. I look forward to many more trails and spring adventures ahead. Thank you for watching.